And if you guys were all up to date and everything with what you seen yesterday, was I seasoned up a lamb leg for me to, of course, roast today. I got some things to help me with this process. So I do have this garlic roaster that I'll be putting some veggies in, and as well as a meat thermometer. All right, so that kind of help us with gauging the temperature of the meat and making sure that it will be well done. So let me get this thing open, and as I'm starting to, what I will be doing for when I am doing the roasting, I'm basically just going to snare it first. Oh, this thing is so good. Over the pot. So if you guys seen and needed help to know how that you can actually like season up lamb, clean it and everything, that is on some previous videos that I showed you guys. That I have filmed yesterday. So yeah, the links for these products is definitely in the description, as I always like to let you guys know and be in the loop. So we have a wonderful meat thermometer, and it's digital, and then the roaster. I'm pissed I woke up late this morning because I'm getting my kitchen remodeled. So I like put together the last two cabinets, the sink base and this other cabinet for the kitchen last night. So I was up pretty late, and I missed the garbage truck this morning. I did not remember to set my alarm. That's kind of sad. Alright, so just opening up that meat thermometer. You can also download the app on your phone. Wireless smart meat thermometer. Super dope. Attention, always insert into meat past this line to avoid damage. That's what it's saying. Alright, so as you guys know, if you guys always tune into my videos, I like when my things are already charged when they come. So let's see if this is already charged. I don't think this is charged. Yikes. Oh my gosh. That sucks. But it does take a CC charger, as a lot of things do. It does take, this meat thermometer does take a CC charger. That is good. And as they said, it is wireless. So excited for that for sure. And always read the instructions before operating anything. So I have to download the app and everything on the phone for us to get this cooking. Like I said, I hate that it did not come charged. So I have to charge this thing up before I actually get to use it. So I'm probably not going to be able to use it this session. And that really sucks. Because, oh my gosh. Don't you guys always love that? Like, you know, whenever things come charged already? Because most likely when you're going to use it is when you're opening it, right? Most likely when you're opening it, you're going to use it. So why wouldn't you come charged already? That sucks. Alright, so it says you don't enter this in this wireless. That's super cool. So let me just go get this on the charger and get this roasting done. Give me one moment. Alright, well that's charging. Alright. Just do this. Do a nice little hand wash. I'm doing the easy way because I have like this, so it comes with the carrots and the broccoli and everything. And we're going to be using some nice butterball tomato potatoes, right? Alright, so this to here. Get all this excess water out. Oh, I didn't put the link in the description, but this is a wonderful oil sprayer as well. I was wondering if I should I use olive oil or should I use regular canola oil or vegetable oil? I think I'm going to use olive oil. So yes, this is the lovely lamb leg, if you've seen the video yesterday, that I seasoned up. Look at that, so beautiful, isn't it? Yes, and that's sitting on the bed. You've seen the video yesterday, sitting on a bed of shallots, rosemary, garlic, onions as well. Once I get this seared and everything, I'm going to put it on this and on top of this parchment paper so I can, like, you know, catch all the group. And I'm going to be making some gravy too with it. I was thinking about pairing it with some mashed potatoes and stuff, but I'm going to just do it with this potato, just regular butterball potatoes, and possibly some green beans too. Probably gonna get that going also. So let's make this pot just warm. If you don't know how to make gravy, I'm going to show you guys how to do some gravy. So I'm excited for it. Let me get my cooking tongs. I can't believe it's 1:30 already. Oh my gosh, it's 1:30. Thanks. So yeah, sometimes when I'm doing like cooking videos, I realize, like, you know, I don't really be having the camera like right on the pot. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see, like, the camera is right on the pot so you can see like all of the wonderful cooking skills. Alright, so let me put this here. Because once I take out that, the bed of those things that's in it, I'm going to transfer it over into this roaster. And once I put that in the roaster, oh, let me preheat the oven as well. No, why are you antagonizing me? Why is the video not able to zoom in? like, why is my video not able to zoom in though? Alright, I think this thing is hot enough. Let's get this oil in it. I'm going to be using some nice good old that a little bit hot. Then we'll put this lamb in it. Get nice and hot. Yeah, I was thinking about using stainless steel, but then I was just like, hi, Mr. Arwan. So yeah, I went with the stickless choice for pot choices because I was just like, yeah, I don't want it to be like sticking all over the place, like especially for what's that thing called? So normally people like to get it crisp and stuff. They would like, you know, coat it with like, you know, the cornstarch, and I love using cornstarch for when I'm coating things to get them nice and crispy. But since I'm going to be roasting it inside the oven, I felt like there was no meat. But I would put some cornstarch in the gravy. Start putting this bad boy in the pot. And it was resting on that last night. I'm just going to transfer this. Oh, when you season your food like the day before, you know that's going to be delicious. Very handy. Yeah, I know you can like roast it in the same thing, in the same container as you are cooking. As you're cooking your lamb in, you put it in the oven, but I think having it in like a separate container just purposely for that is a really good idea. This leftovers broth, I would use that definitely for the gravy as well. I get to taste a small little piece. There was like a small little piece that ended up in it, so I get to have a nice little sample for myself. It's quite difficult for me to cook this thing. All that is good. And add this in the oven. Still, this thing does not lock. It's a bit difficult that it doesn't lock, so I like really have to, when I put this in the oven to roast all of these things, it would definitely be kind of different. And let me spray it with it. No oil. And it has all that seasoning from the lamb in it too. Alright. We got that nice roasting in the oven. These, of course, I'm going to put that on the bed. These, of course, I'm going to lay on the bed of this prior to me putting the lamb. So all of those to roast together as well. This is washed and prepped already. Spread that out of it. There you go. Put some potatoes as well. Ooh, it's gonna splash up on me. That all nice and evened out. And let's try to flip this bad boy over so my little sample piece is finished. That I could try. Alright. Now flipping this bad boy over. If you don't have cooking tongs, you're going to want to get you some cooking tongs for sure. So this is the color I'm looking for. So like, you know, some people will coat it to get this kind of texture. Some people will coat it with some cornstarch or some flour. But we're going to do some I didn't do anything because the cornstarch I'm gonna be putting in the gravy. I'm just like, I don't need to be doing that. As you guys know, my cornstarch could be very high, and definitely kind of cholesterol. So yeah, I'm kind of mad it didn't come with the bone in it. But this was literally the last package that I got. Like this was the last lamb leg on the shelf at Aldi's. And it comes, you could get it pre-seasoned already or like non-seasoned. And because whoever is pre-seasoning them, they're not looking out for my health. So, of course, I get them plain and I season them myself. You've seen the video yesterday. I actually should have put the garlic into the air fryer because I think if I put them in the air fryer, you know, it'll probably be a lot faster than the oven. Yeah, this is the little sample piece. Oh, it's juicy. Really juicy. Okay. That one in the air fryer. Yeah, I'm just going to do the two sides. Just sear it on both sides. And then I'm just basically just going to transfer it over there. And then the remaining that's in here, I would definitely just start doing the gravy with the remaining that's in the pot. Oh yeah, I forgot. 2 o'clock. I'm supposed to send out a message. Give me 1 moment. I had at least, some messages. So I'm going to turn on my computer. good. So I think it's the perfect sear that I'm looking for. Ow! That could be fried would be great. We'll try it to do all sides. Alright. Turn that fire down. And transfer it over. Turn it off even. So we can transfer it over to the bed of veggies. And that's how it looks on the bed of veggies, as you see here. And I'm just going to probably put something over this and slide that bad boy in the oven. I put the oven on 350. Ooh. Alright, so let that stir up a bit. And let's start working on the gravy, shall we? So I'm going to put that in there. So I have that in the oven. I'm going to probably leave it in there for about 20 minutes. I don't know how much time do I have. For about 20 minutes or so. And then I'm going to take it out, and hopefully the garlic will be done by then, and I'll make my own little garlic butter sauce. And once I do the garlic butter, I'm going to spread that all over the lamb, and then put it back in the oven for about another 20 minutes. Yeah, so let's see. Alright. So that garlic is going. Let's get started on this gravy. I'm going to need that for the gravy anyway. That's the stuff that's inside. I'm gonna just check on those. Smelling really good. Back into the air fryer. Oh, I got the time right in front of me. It's like 8 minutes early, so it's like 1 more minute or two. So let's see. And the reason why I just basically use the same, that I made the lamb in, because of course that's important, is to have the gravy with that lamb flavor, right? And not only that, but it's just trying to make sure nothing goes to waste. That's going. This is gonna probably take, right? Because I was expecting that to be like hurry up, to be like ASAP kind of done, but that's taking longer than expected. I should probably never put the cover on top of it, because the air fryer would like definitely like do a good job first. Was it 20 minutes? I said I'm gonna wait 20 minutes for the lamb and everything, then I'll take it back out. Hopefully that garlic will be done and everything, so I can start mixing it. While that's in there, let me get the butter together. That's the 2 o'clock alarm. Let's see. But I did forget, I still have some of this. This is some garlic herb butter. I can definitely use this to coat the lamb with, since that is taking a while. I can use this. This is probably a little bit. I could probably add, maybe I just add some more to it with that. That's what I could do. It's going to be good to do this for the holidays. You can definitely make this dish. That thing is boiling up. Just like that. So now get this cornstarch prepared. So just to thicken up this gravy a bit, I'm just going to add some cornstarch. About 3 teaspoons cornstarch. Then some cold water. Mix before adding it. That's the consistency I'm looking for. So just add some cornstarch with some cold water. Add a mix. So everything is like fully dissolved. That into it right here. You see, it's like kind of like a little caramelized. I added in the cornstarch. Just keep on mixing. See how thick it got? That's how this gravy got so nice and thick. I'm gonna add it in. Kind of slimy texture. That cornstarch. Nice. That is the consistency you definitely want. Perfect gravy, some potatoes, and some lamb, ain't it? That is how thick you want your gravy. Some good stuff. I have my fire on low. I'm gonna taste it. I'm not sure how it will taste. And then, however you taste it, then you can just add your seasoning to it. It's tasting like that lamb. Now I'm just going to season it up with some salt. Some black pepper. Parsley. Now let me some ginger. Onion powder. Gotta mix. And we're going for our second taste. Added seasonings. add like a little bit more salt. It's the 3-in-1 that I showed you guys yesterday. The 3-in-1 garlic, parsley, and salt. But that's the taste that I want. Not too salty. It's perfect. Let's check on this roasted garlic and such. Yeah, the sizzle, 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 dizzle. The shizzle, my nizzle. That's how it looks. Yeah, that. Alright, so for this garlic now, as I said, just add these garlics to here. Got the roasted garlic cloves and just adding it to this. Before we smash them. I'm like drawn. See, like put the rosemary in here, or I'll save that for the actual lamb. I'm just season those up already. Oh. Alright, just add some more butter. I know, I don't use cooking butter. ever done to my butter. I normally keep my butter all nice and clean and lovely. This I just had to. I just had to. You know, I'm just using it in here. I'm just smashing, trying to smash those garlics. Should have left the garlic in a little bit longer, but it's okay. That's my little garlic herb butter. I'm gonna put all of that in. Let's turn them up. There. decorate this baby. That's plaster. There's butter on top of the lamb. Put this over. Alright. Let's pop this bad boy back in. Well, like, with that melts, it's like gonna go all down, all the veggies. Not gonna bother covering it, just so we can cook faster and everything. Oh, I'm gonna add this to it. At the top. Alright, so we're going to wait until that gets nice and tender. Stove top. I'm just going to go ahead and start my cleaning process a little bit. All this grease that's splattered everywhere. probably not going to get to clean it too good because this thing is way too hot. Some of this hard part of cleaning is done. And now we just wait for the lamb to be done. And that'll be bon appetit. Gravy's all done. Everything. See, this is like when you kill time and you're just doing like other stuff while you're like cooking. The main event is just the only thing we're waiting for. And that is the lamb. Let me put this in the container for gravy into a container. After it's done though, I think after it's done, that's when I should put it in the container because I do want it to be like warm when I'm putting it on. So pop that back. But that is how to slow roast lamb for you guys. This thing smells delicious. Oh, let me go check on that thermostat, shall I? Alright, so the thermostat is charged and everything, so let's stick it in and see how this bad boy works. Man, this is hard to come out. Wash it off. I'm gonna do the instructions because we leave it in. I guess we do leave it in. So the thermostat this show us posts. It says Target 170. It says, what's this? Internal and 114. So it keeps changing. So the thermostat, I stuck it into the lamb leg. So it's in the Target. I guess I could program it however I want it to be, but if I want medium well, I think I have to look more into that. But it shows the Target 170, and it says the internal temperature right now for the lamb is 114, and ambient. Oh, I think it's magnetic, you guys. Yeah, it's magnetic too. And it's magnetic, so it can stick anywhere. See? Voila, see that? I can put it here if I want. There. I'm going to put it on top of my stove. There you go. Oh, it said, I think I'm supposed to stick it in a lot further than I gotta go. So let's just take this out. So I'm gonna put it in my hand. Like I said, to stick it in. Ooh! Man, that hurt. Ooh. Oh, damn. The best thing to do was for me to run it over cold water. Alright, so it says to stick it in until it's like covering. All the way into it. Yeah. And don't worry, honey. We're using a dishwasher. I always wanted to try lamb, but it doesn't taste like... Oh, it tastes really good. Lamb tastes like goat meat. Do you eat goat meat? Lamb tastes just like goat meat. Well, not just like, but very similar to goat meat. It's a lighter meat. They're both lighter meat, not as heavy as like beef or pork. So yeah. But I guess I'll end the live here, and once the lamb is finished, I would post it in a short to show you guys how that lamb came out. And I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend, and ring that bell. My YouTube page, Dashing with Tammy Small. Have a good day.